What I was thinking we do for the rest of the build here is a bit of being stuck on a RG. For the rest of the build, I'll just stand here on the side of the RG and we'll look at everything as it magically appears. Now, I thought we'd do a montage! Hey there folks, Mazion reporting for duty with another episode of Ark Survival Evolved on the Pooping Evolved Vanilla server. And so, I'm about to do some work in the water here, and so me and my friend Bandface have come down here to destroy these two megalodons that are hanging out by my gate. Because, will you die please? Because I need to do work in the water. I mean, makes sense? But, so one of the issues here is that I don't have any water dinos to help me along this journey. It's kind of unfortunate, and it's something that I do want to make sure that I do soon. But anyway, hope that you guys are all having an excellent day. I'm having a good day, and hope that you're being excellent to one another. All right, so what I got going on here is we've got a raft, and the raft has boom. It's only got 222 walls, but that's because I've got a buttload of fence foundations, and my goal right now is to determine how many walls I'm going to need for this outer wall build. I mean, it's going to be a lot. And thinking about it, I was thinking maybe I should focus on not making this area a super gigantic thing, because it's going to be big, like super big. Want to make sure we have enough room in here for all of the facilities that we're going to need, but I don't really need like a ton of room for dinos. So, hey look, there's a megalodon over there. We're going to have to deal with that soon. But like, if we look right here at this wall structure, it's going to need to go all the way to the top there. And let me go grab a couple of walls real quick. Hey, Rafty. Put some of these back in here. Let's grab these 22 walls and let's do, you know what? I'm gonna need a flyer, I think. Let's count what we got already. Down over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. So we got 12 walls up there. We're going to need at least, I don't know, probably like 8 more. So it may be 20 walls per each one of these. That means every 5 we have to use 100. That is an astronomical amount of walls. It's going to be ridiculous, like super ridiculous, the amount that we're going to have to use. So let's go grab, probably should have left my flippers on. I'm going to go grab the flyer and see how many more walls we can put up there. Now, I know you guys have been keeping along with the series for quite a while now, and I've got some other series on the channel. I want you to check out, if you could, my Mirror's Edge series. It's a series that I'm having a lot of fun with. Isn't getting a terrible amount of views, a terribly big amount of views. And so if you could check out the Mirror's Edge series, that would be really great. I'd love to continue it, and it's a lot of fun. All right, so let's go. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 20 walls high. That way, it's an easy number to add up. It's still pretty big. It's still a pretty big area. And we don't have to go all the way up over the top of the behemoth gate. So if we've got 20 walls per, then we already need a ton. Hey, look, you can come hang out right there. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So we're talking, I mean, I'm going to end up with, thousands and thousands of walls. It's going to take a really, really long time to gather all that material. But we're going to see how far that we can get in one day. I've already been gathering for about an hour. I actually had most of this stuff beforehand. So I was really just working on the fence foundations today. Boom. So what I'm going to try to do is determine, a decent sized foundation area so that we'll have all the facilities that we need on the inside without getting too ridiculous. Man. But I'm going to be attacked by sharks and all kinds of other things. So what I'm going to do real quick here is we're going to go and I'm going to start to map out a bigger area. 2 megalodons. Oh, man. Oh, they're already on their way. Oh, no. So I'm going to take care of those megalodons. We're going to make a little bit of a larger area, come back and show you what we've done. Well, I decided instead of killing all of these megalodons that I would tame all of them. I've got one, it's 110 right here. It's working on some prime meat, but I went out and got some more because I didn't do the timer trick right. So we want to make sure that it's got plenty of prime on it. And we're going to do the same thing for these other ones. So I've got 3 megalodons up. We've obviously got a bunch of mantas in here, but I'm not really equipped or ready to deal with them right now. So we're not going to try to tame those up. But we do have, like I said, plenty of megalodons. We got 3 that are going to be bent to our will. And so I'm going around getting some more prime for them to eat so that it'll happen faster and so I don't have to use any narcotics on them. Obviously, they've already started eating some of the regular meat, which means that their effectiveness is going to go down. But so all 3 of these are going to be tamed up soonish. We're going to name them all, and we're going to continue to do the work that we're going to do out here. Now, I've been kind of looking, and I think I can make this area manageable, so it doesn't have to be so giant. Oh, look, sweet. So this one's already almost done because it was the first one that I knocked out. All right, so I left you on the beach, New Flight Face. So I'm going to get New Flight Face. I'm going to go get some more prime. Make sure that these guys have plenty so that they can get up as fast as possible and we can continue our work. And then we'll actually have some protectors here in the bay. All right, well, I've made the outside area. And so it's a little bit smaller than I thought I wanted it. And it's really still going to be a lot of work. So if you look here, I made this. This is 10. That's 10. That's 10. This back one here is, I don't know, like 20 or something, and then it's 10 on the other sides, respectively. And it's probably, yeah, it goes out a little bit farther on one side than the other. Now, the thing that's going on here is that it's going to be a sheer amount, a large amount of walls to make this happen. Actually, it's going to be 1,880 walls to build this whole thing up. And I historically make builds much bigger than I really need to. So I'm going to try to work with this small area. If all else fails, all we're going to really do is break this back wall and extend out these 2 sides until about here, and then have them meet somewhere back here, and that'll make the area a little bit larger. But, I mean, let me see. If we were, this is the back. So if we're standing at the back, the behemoth gate would be about that far away. Let's take off this scuba mask. I mean, I think it should be a pretty large area. We'll have multiple buildings in here, and we'll be able to get all of the things that we need. Now, what this is going to mean is that all of our land dinos are going to be out on the land. And most of our other dinos, I mean, I don't think anything will be really in here except for a handful of megalodons and mantas or something down on the bottom. And maybe we'll really only have room for mantas to hang out in here. Not really sure what's going to happen yet. But we do have this whole big lake that'll end up being ours anyway. I'm thinking about slamming down some foundations in certain areas. But I ended up taming up these 3 megalodons. Like I said, they're all nice and tamed. And we've got, I don't even know all of the genders we're working with. We've got a male, and we've got a male, and then this must be the female. And the female is the biggest one. So, I gotta think of names for all these. And what I think I was going to do is I'm going to try to go and make all the walls that I need. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make all of them today. I might just go up to the bottom here and get around as far as I can. But where's my raft? Where's Rafty? There's Rafty. I only have, I think, 100 and something walls. So it's going to take a really, really, really long time to gather up all the resources to make all of the walls. 189 walls. We need 10 times as much. 10 times as many walls. So I'm going to go ahead and go start getting onto that work. Get that work done. And when we get back, hopefully, we'll be starting to put up walls here. And we'll actually see some sort of, some sort of building starting to be built. Now, inside, I'm going to need ceilings and pillars. A lot of them. And I don't think I have any more ceilings. But I do have a lot of pillars. So I think I'll be able to start making buildings here pretty shortly, because all I have to do is make some ceilings. Not a huge deal. But I'm really excited about the build either way. It's going to be really, really fun. A really fun build this season. And, I mean, it's going to be it should still be a decent size. And if not, like I said, we can always expand it later. We at least need enough room to start getting the facilities that we need. I need a garden really bad. I need all kinds of stuff. I mean, we need all the crafting facilities that we want to have. We've got this crap over here, but it's kind of, you know, it's just a temporary thing. It doesn't even it doesn't even have the walls on the bottom. They're all broken. But open concept, you know. So like I said, around the inside of the walls, we're going to have some turrets around the top. That's something that's going to take a lot of work. And we're also going to have some base defense down at the bottom. And I just remembered recently that we have all of those mines that we can build. And so I can surround the entire outside of the base in these mines so that when people come and attack, they have to deal with that minefield before they even get to the base. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on Harriet and Cheddarface. We're going to go make a ton of walls. I have spent the last several hours farming, and I've finally gotten over 1,000 of these walls done. Man, it was quite a feat. And actually, I had to farm, if you look, I had to farm this entire peninsula all the way over to that hill right there, all the way around to that next symmetrical hill, and then all the way back through here. And I still didn't get 1,800. It was a lot of work. And this stuff has started to spawn already. Man, what a pain in the butt. Oh no. You can't land there. You can only land on the raft. All right. So what I thought I would do here is we've got my scuba gears and we've got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to stay on the outside of the wall. And since we don't have quite, we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around 1,200 walls. We're going to start. Oh, that's too many. Too many walls. We're going to start down. Yeah, and we're going to go all the way up to the water. And maybe, I don't know, maybe one above the water so that we can see what it's going to look like. And we can get a good view of the area. Bam. So I'm going to start working on putting up a bunch of walls here. It's going to take me, you know, another really long while. But I'll put it up about that high. We'll see how many we have left after that. And then what I was thinking was, instead of continuing to finish this wall, the next time we do a build, we can go ahead and start working on the things inside that matter that we need for facilities so that I can have a functional base here rather than just something on the side of the peninsula there. So I'm really looking forward to finally having a nice vanilla base here, but I'm actually kind of worried. Usually what I like to do is have a large, functional, easy to access outside area for all of my building. Now, I realize that on a PvP server, that's something that you kind of have to give up. You have to give up all of that great functionality for PvP functionality. Bam, but this shouldn't all take me too long to produce since I've got the flippers and I can swim around in here really quick. Man, but I'm still kind of concerned that this area isn't as big as I would like it. But like I said, every single time I ever build, I'm like, I'm gonna need something like giant, and then I build something giant, and then I barely utilize half of the area. I mean, effectively. So let's see what we can come up with. All right, I'm about halfway done here, and I expanded out the other side a little bit. It looked like it was going to be a little bit off, and I think it actually is still a little bit off, and I accidentally made it more favoring on this side, so we're going to have a larger area on the left when you enter. But having looked at it now, I think it's going to be quite a good area as far as size goes for base. I think it's going to be sweet. So what I was thinking we do for the rest of the build here is a bit of being stuck on a RG. For the rest of the build, I'll just stand here on the side of the RG and we'll look at everything as it magically appears. Now, I thought we'd do a montage! Well, all right, we've done it. We've done the impossible. No, it's not impossible, but we did it. If you look at it from the front, I messed around a little bit with how tall I'd like this stuff to be. Gamma 3. There we go. And I think I'm going to go all the way to the top of the Behemoth Gate all the way around, which means there'll be more than 1,884 walls. But we've got half of the walls done-ish. So, not much more to go. So, I want you to imagine what this is going to be like. Come for a walk with me. A naked walk. Oh, man, I am buff. Woo! I bet you'd like to go on a naked walk with me. Because of the buffness. I can show you my pecs. So here. So you're going to come in, and this is going to be what you're looking at. This is the large area that we'll have for the base. So I'm thinking, like I said, this side I think is a little bit larger than that side now. So probably over here is where we're going to have most of the stuff. Like our building platform and whatnot will be over on that side. I think we'll probably have a greenhouse somewhere over there, maybe in the back. I'm not really quite sure. Or maybe I'll put the building stuff right in the back, and I'll go ahead and make a bridge all from the middle here that goes all the way to the back, and then have our, you know, kitty-cornered side buildings coming off of that. And I figured what I'd have to do is have ramps. So we'll have to use the no-clip stuff to have like a central area here where all the bridges will come to, or we'll have to find another kind of fancier way to get from platform to platform. But it is really cool. I'm really excited. I got to figure out what I'm going to do about this part of it. We've got our 3 megalodons just kind of chilling in here, and they're going to have to come kind of chill outside of here. But we need to have a door down here for megalodons and stuff to get in. I don't think that we're going to be looking at a behemoth kind of deal, but we're going to need some sort of gate. So maybe if we can fit them through one of the regular sized dino gates, then we'll be looking at having mantas and megalodons in here at the bottom. Probably mostly mantas. Once I have all of the pillars coming down to the bottom here, we're probably not going to be able to have megalodons swimming around because they might not be able to make it through the pillars. It won't be a very good defense. So if we can get a bunch of mantas, then we can have a whole bunch of mantas inside, and we can have megalodons hanging out outside. But still, this is still a pretty big area. I think it'll be fine. I mean, I'm only one dude. Only one dude only needs so much space. I mean, what can I really do? But it's really exciting to come on and get a lot more work done. Requires a ton of time. I'll tell you what, to come over here and get this work done, but it is starting to come together. Come on, ringneck, boom. If you were to come and look at this thing from the outside, I mean, it's going to be decent. Now, obviously, it's not as big as the bay is, and I was thinking about that. You know, we might end up doing more with this bay, but for now, I just want to start with something simple and something that will be, you know, functional. So, considering we have this really large back wall here, and if we make a bridge going from the center all the way to the back, we could actually, at any time, break open this wall or make an entirely new area back here that you can only reach from inside my area. So that's another really neat thing to think about. Some ideas are starting to swarm up in here. And if you have any ideas, mention it down in the comments below. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little build. If you did, make sure you blast the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Mazion Plays Games for more epic content. And as always, be excellent to each other. Have a great day. See you later.